DeMoor on YouTube. We got, what's your name, bud?
Daniel DeMoor.
And what did you play today?
Dinosaurs.
And what place did you get?
5th place.
Oh, we over here in Springfield Regional. The guy with Dinosaurs got 5th place, so let's get into your deck profile, buddy.
Okay, first off, we're going line by line with the dinos.
Yes.
2 Animadorned. Sometimes I sided one out and it was perfectly fine at 1, but I still like 2 in the main deck in case you draw one for the full combo. For the babies, I run 3 Baby Sarah and 2 Petite.
Okay.
Some builds can play Petite at 3. Since I was blind second, I decided on 2.
Okay.
Of course, you have to have 3 Oviraptor, 1 Miscellaneous, and 1 Giant Rex. These became glued to my hand. I saw like 2 or 3 a game. It was awful, but they still came in clutch. This card is crazy in the combo, and Misk is Misk. Bring it back to 3, you know?
At least 2.
And the new cards, of course, Xeno and Frostosaurus.
So good.
So good. This came up in every single combo where I was winning because it lines up super well with Evolzar Lars, which is
That was great.
an insane custom card. And being able to summon this from deck was really useful. I summoned it from hand once. Overall, it was really strong. It never really bricks the deck because you run 1/1 and then 3 of the ground Xeno, so it's overall really good. For some of the bigger dinos, I run 1 Pankratops. Card's still crazy at 1.
Yes, it is.
1 Dogeron, which I run more in the side, but I think 1 in the main is perfectly fine to out-towers monsters like Noir. And you run 2 Alticon. Considered going to 3, but I think 2 is completely fine because you want to keep the deck count low. And then final 3 monsters, 3 Ash. Card's insane. It's the only hand trap I main. And others are on the side, and I was debating running Droll, but overall this worked perfectly, and every time I saw it, it was really good. Onto the spells, we have the Dino spells. We have 3 Fossil Dig, 3 Ground Xeno, 3 Lost World, and 2 Pill.
Okay.
Lost World, I've been seeing being cut down to at least 2 or 1. I think this card is insane.
It helps a lot.
People were wasting tons of removal on it and not wasting removal on Oviraptors or anything like that. This card is an absolute custom card. I run the Fusion. I've never summoned it.
Okay.
It is very unfortunate, but I think the effect still can come up in situations where you lose your other level 6 dinosaur. But overall, that effect was not used today. And 2 Pill is completely fine. 2 Pill is perfect. For consistency, run 2 pots.
2 pots.
Shout out to my friend Ian, he gave me 1.
Hey,
And I also,
where you at? Hey, Ian.
you know, I only had 1.
I think 2 is fine.
Picked up the 3rd today. It's all good. Oh yeah, big brain strat. Sometimes you want to see it, sometimes you don't. But no, this card was insane every time I got it. It was really good. It baits negation. It does everything you want it to do. The only problem with it is that sometimes you run into Droll head first, real pros for 6, and you'll have to grab either Fossil Dig or Miscellaneous, and you just walk yourself right into Droll. But other than that, it was perfect. And no, not really many hand traps, but I run lots of board breakers. I run 3 Eclipse, 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Dark Ruin. Last match, this came up with Ibley on my side of the field versus Sprite. This card was crazy against, what's it called, Eldritch, and against lots of trap-heavy decks. And this I'm considering replacing for Dark Hole, because it never really came up in a event where it mattered to negate everything on the field. I'd much rather clear the threats on the board.
Okay.
So 41 card deck. It was originally 42 with 3 prosps, but I wasn't able to get to 3rd. 41 worked fine, honestly.
Sure.
So you want to go side deck or extra deck?
Extra deck, wherever you want, but whatever you want.
Extra deck, we're on a couple of link ones. We're on Link Haribo, Secure Gardener, and Relinquished Anima.
Okay.
This card was crazy. It came up a couple of times where I would either steal a Dogeron, I stole a Kiss-a-Kill that was pointed up to it, and kind of just beat her down from there. It was like, this of course is for the Animadord combo. Yes. When you have nothing else, it's super clutch.
Yeah.
Always comes up, and this was really nice. I loved having it. For the Link 2s, you run Phoenix, you run Pentastag. These were honestly really good. That's all I really needed. This works in line with Dugares in order for you to literally punch down 7k into all your opponent's monsters, including the token, which just deals 7k direct.
Hell yeah.
So that in itself is insane.
Bananas.
And Phoenix came up a lot. I had Phoenix out a Sprite Smashers. It was just a really good card overall, a lot of utility. And A lot of times, people forced me to go first, and instead of making Pentastag, I would make this turn 1. I think I will change up the extra deck to play maybe 1 or 2 going first cards, like an Apo or something, so that I can go into Apo instead of just like ending on a Phoenix. But normally the board is like this, Ulticon, Lars, and either Dolka or Logia, and it worked out fine. Lars is just such a custom card, not many people can out it.
Okay.
I do run the G Golem package.
Yes, this is good.
This card is crazy. You summon it, you got a Link Haribo, make this guy. This summons this back, which adds back any baby or giant Rex from grave to your hand. You go into access code, copy 3, bang bang, and it's just crazy. This really helped out. A lot of the time, this is a worse OTK line than the Dugara's line.
Okay.
So with Prosperity, I would get rid of these 3, but they were still really clutch when they needed to be.
Okay.
For the XYZs, the one of Dugara's, that's the only like non-really dinosaur guy I got, but he was crazy. I only used the attack gain effect today. The draw effect can come in handy if you get like super hand trapped, but overall this did exactly what it needed to do. Of course, the Evils ours. Logia, Dolka, Lars.
Broken.
Never needed more.
Don't need.
This was perfect, and summoning this almost always resulted in me winning.
Yes.
This is literally just 2 blanket negations of card effects. It is crazy. It's not once per turn. It can't be targeted by monsters. It's the reason why the deck is running so well is because of this and because of Xenometeorus.
Yes.
And here comes the stinkers.
Wow, these cards are amazing.
These cards are great.
Yes.
Did not summon them once.
Really? I don't think this one at least when you do the pill to banish.
Yes, when you do the pill to banish, it's good.
Yeah.
But I would always rather go into Lars with the level 6s
Yes, makes
rather
sense.
than go into the Chengying.
Yeah.
There are definitely instances where these do come up, especially this guy. Like, he was prosperity bait. He was the guy. He was always in the prosperity banish pile. But
Gotcha,
boys,
tick tick.
but he was very, very good, very solid. In theory, these cards work really well, especially this to make 4th summon on Baron is really good, of course.
Okay.
Side deck was pretty interesting because this came in almost every time when I was going second.
Okay.
Against decks like Runic and Sprite and all this different stuff. It's just super good. Against my Rescue Ace matchup, he Prosperity'd first and I was able to draw him and that shut off his turn. This card's crazy. It's only good in unhealthy formats, but it's crazy. It's a good card. This was here in case of playing against Labyrinth or Runic.
So 5 minutes we have to clear.
Of course.
I got you.
Never really summoned it, or never really got it in my hands. In theory, it performs well. I do like it. I also played 2 Magnamoot, 1 Druisworm. Sided these in against the Illusion matchup to get rid of their good Chimeras and Grave.
Okay.
Didn't come up, didn't draw it, sadly. But I still like this. This is awesome.
You're playing more kaijus.
Extra kaijus are always the way to go. Not only are they searchable, but if you get them in opening hand, they out the Noir instantly, which is just super good for you. And yeah, never really had problems with monster removal. And then spell trap removal.
All right, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Any shoutouts?
Shout out to all my friends, Joey
right.
and Eric, everybody at the gang.
All right, all right.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy. Deuces!